Today's review is a birthday beer. Yes, it seems like we have been a while since we've had a birthday beer. This is Verdant's birthday, 10 years old. The Shapes the Chaos. It's an IPA, but what's it going to be like? Keep on watching to find out. Welcome back to Rocker's Beer Review. Today we are reviewing this beer. Looks a bit special because it's Verdant. It's their 10-year anniversary. Wow, 10 years. This is called The Shapes the Chaos. It's an IPA, 6.5%. We've got Idaho 7. That's on the hot side. And then on the cold side, we have Nectaron, we have Mosaic, we have Enigma, and we have Equinox. Lots of hops. Maybe 5 hops is too many. Well, let's crack it open, get it in a glass and see if it tastes as good as we would expect from a Verdant beer. Yeah, so they released this, and I think they've also released a double IPA to celebrate. But I'm not actually sure if the double IPA is a birthday beer. But this is the sort of birthday beer. Lots of different hops. And all the hops that I like, I mean, I say all the hops that I like. It's got Equinox in it, which is I'm always a bit of an apprehensive of. But it's got Enigma in, which I always like, and obviously I've got Idaho 7. It seems like every beer's got Idaho 7 in these days, and Nectaron, the other one, a Mosaic. But Nectaron is a New Zealand hop, which I think is a really good New Zealand hop. Beer in a glass, well, it's as you'd expect from a Verdant IPA. Beautiful yellowy colour, custard in a glass. We've got just nearly 2 fingers. Fairly compacted, although some loose bubbles on the top. I say that looks thick, it looks creamy. I reckon this is going to be a good one. Let's see what the aroma's like. Well, without a doubt, there's definitely that Verdant aroma. It's almost like they've got their own little aroma that they put in the beers. Very spring onion, very savoury in terms of aroma, herbal even. And then there's lots of that sort of, New Zealand aromas in there, I think. Lots of grape and gooseberry, melon and kiwi fruit. They're the big things. Lemons and limes, grapefruits as well. All the good stuff. Right, I want to drink this. Cheers, everyone. Oh yeah, that's nice. Soft, as you'd expect. Smooth, medium-bodied. Oh, lots of flavour, lots of real zesty, citrusy flavours, really. You've got lemons and limes and grapefruits all in there. You've got the gooseberry, you've got the melon, you've got the white grape. It's all going on in there. All that side of stuff. Not picking up much from the Mosaic. The Nectaron is doing a lot of the heavy lifting because there's very much New Zealand flavours in there, and that's the only New Zealand hop. Enigma can have it can also give off that grape flavour as well, but it's an Australian hop. That's why I like Enigma. It's almost like a lighter version of, say, a Nelson Sauvin, really. Flavour-wise, it's got Equinox as well as the other hop. Not getting the bad stuff that you usually get with Equinox. Yes, there's grapefruit in there, and it's sharp, and it's very much a yellow grapefruit opposed to a pink grapefruit. It's exactly how I love my beers. Really sort of zesty, really citrusy, loads of flavour, smooth. It's another cracking beer from Verdant. When you hit your 10-year anniversary and you're going to brew a beer for it, you're not going to make an average one, are you? You want to make it a good one, and this is really good. This is up there with some of the best IPAs I've had this year. Yeah, it's smooth, soft, really juicy. It's a cracking beer. For me, this is the beer. This is the type of beer, that flavour. It's just sort of like I could drink that all the time. I could just drink this. If I was told I could only drink one beer, it'd be something that tastes very similar to this because it's got all that flavour that I like. It's not overly sort of stone fruit flavours. There's not mango in there. There's not apricot and peach. You're not getting orangey flavours, but you're getting all those sort of yellow, green, bright, light and tight citrusy fruits, along with all the sort of New Zealand stuff as well, you know, the kiwi fruits, the melon, the gooseberry and that grape. Really nicely put together. It's a really great, the last beer that we had from Verdant was just, it was I said in the review that it was a really well balanced beer. Used Sabro and Nelson Sauvin together really well, and this is similar in terms of the balance. It's just really spot on. Cracking beer. Let's get some scores. Okay, the scores are in for Verdant's 10-year birthday beer. This is called The Shapes of the Chaos. The Shapes the Chaos. Great title. We've got Idaho 7. I haven't even mentioned Idaho 7. Not really picking up huge amounts of Idaho 7. Nectaron, Mosaic, Enigma and Equinox. Lots of hops, but it's not muddled. It's complex and it's very well balanced and it's a cracking beer. But let's hit those scores, starting with aroma, appearance, flavour, value for money. This one's about £5.50. And finally, my overall experience. Tighten the scores up. Well, you can't expect anything less. It's a highly recommended beer with a total score of, yeah, it's in the 80s. It's an Iron Maiden beer. It's the heaviest of heavy metal. It's a cracking beer. It's as good as, I don't know, Power Slave. It's as good as Number of the Beast and Seventh Son of a Seventh Son. Is it as good as Somewhere in Time? It's close, but it's not. I think if it was a Somewhere in Time, it'd be in the high 80s, and this is only in the low. But it's still a really good beer. But then Verdant make very good beers. This is why they're in my top 3 breweries in the UK. So check it out if you haven't already. This is a very good beer. Lots of different hops, nice flavours. And let me know if you've ever had a bad Verdant beer. I think it's easier to say if you've not had a bad Verdant beer than a good one, because most of them are good and a lot of them are great. Hope you've enjoyed this video for today. Hope you've enjoyed this review. Please give it a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing, because it really helps the channel. The more subscribers I get, gets these videos to more people. And until the next one, well, you know what you're going to do. You drink good craft beer and you keep on rocking.